What's up, my fellow Hot Toys collectors? This is the Big Cizzle. Just shooting a quick video showing y'all guys my collection so far. I've been collecting since April of this year, and so that's about 7 months. And this is my collection, guys. Over here I got the BSAA Chris Redfield, got the Battle Suit version Jill Valentine, RPD version Leon Kennedy, the Berserker Predator, got Bank Robber Joker, Falconer Predator, a Tracker Predator with a Hound. I got Alice from Resident Evil Afterlife. I got the Spider-Man, the exclusive Batman Begins Batman, and Midnight Wesker. There goes my collection, guys. It's a fairly small collection, but you know, I'm proud of it. So there it is, guys. I also wanted to talk about my opinions on Hot Toys and their prices. I know a lot of y'all collectors, are giving y'all opinions on your different videos. So go ahead and give you my opinion as far as the prices. Are Hot Toys prices ridiculous? Yeah, I think they are. But at the same time, guys, I mean, you got to look at the figures that are coming out now to the figures that came out like a year ago, 2 years ago. And from what I've seen out of the recent Hot Toys figures is that they're going more realistic as far as like the head sculpts. The head sculpts look more realistic, more detailed on them. So of course they're gonna bump up the price a little bit. And then on top of that, Hot Toys is a company, and they know that they're real popular. They got a lot of licenses, and they know that collectors like us are gonna buy them. So being a company, they're gonna make as much money as they can. So I mean, you really can't hate them on that. But as far as the prices are concerned, in my opinion, guys, I think that we, with the prices being so high, I think that we need to stick to the lines that we're really big fans of. I mean, it's so addicting collecting these figures that with every pre-order that comes out and a figure just looks real cool, real decent, we go out there and we click the button to pre-order these guys without even thinking, what, am I a big fan of this line, or am I just buying it because it looks cool? I mean, that's my personal opinion. I mean, me myself, I don't have the funds to buy every cool figure out there. Because if I did, I would be buying the Iron Man Mark V. I would be buying the Captain America. But I don't have the extra funds to get all the cool figures that I think look good. So in my predicament, I'm putting my money toward the figures that are my favorite lines, like the Resident Evil line. Anything that Hot Toys is gonna put out as far as Resident Evil, I'm banking my money on that. As far as like the Batman stuff, anything that Hot Toys puts as far as Batman, I'm putting my money toward it. I want to bump up on my Marvel collection. So to start off with, I got the Spider-Man, so I put my money on it. The Predators, to be honest, guys, I'm not a big fan of the old Predators. my favorite Predators films were the AVP ones. And I do like the recent film that came out. But pretty much every other Predator that's going to be coming out, it either has to be, spectacular looking, or if they remake the AVPs, then I'll be all over it. But anything else, like the Shadow Predator, don't get me wrong, he was a cool figure. I think he looks great. But, I'm not a big fan of the old Predator 2 line. I really don't like the old Predator films. That's just my opinion, so I didn't get them. And I'm happy I didn't get them, because I would have spent my money on it, something that I'm not a real big fan of. But instead of doing that, I saved my money and I could put it toward a figure from a line that I like, such as like the '89 Batman. The $225 that I would have put on toward Shadow Parade, I could slap it on the '89 Batman and almost be done with it. So I think that's, in my opinion, I think that's what a lot of us gotta do. We just stick with the lines that we're the most fans of, and we don't mind spending our hard-earned cash on. And instead of getting every cool looking figure out there just because it looks cool, and not really being a big fan of it. So I mean, that's my opinion. I'm not hating on none of y'all collectors that get every other hot toy out there. Hey, you got the extra cash and you can swing it, by any means, do it. I know if I had the extra cash or some extra money came my way and I didn't have anything else to do with it, then you know what? I'll go back and look at some of the cool hot toys that I thought would look awesome, but they weren't on top of my list, and I would buy them because they look cool. But unfortunately for me, I don't have that privilege right now, having extra cash, so I just bank my money on figures that I need to have in my collection. So that's my opinion on the prices. Well, as far as prices too, guys, for me, if you're gonna pay big money like we are right now for these hot toys, two things gotta happen. One is the figure you're getting your favorite line? Is it, a lot of y'all collectors love Batman. Is it a Batman figure? Do you mind spending money on something that's related to Batman? So that's the number one rule for me, is it something that you need to have in your collection? Something that you always admired and enjoy. And second of all, if it's big money, if it's pricey, like especially over $200 for a figure, does it come with a good amount of accessories? Or is it just a figure? Or does it come with, 4 different types of guns? Does it come with, different accessories that make the figure worth that much money? For example, the Alice figure. She's one of my favorite figures. She's related to Resident Evil. Okay, so that marks off one check for me. And she was $165, but she came with all kinds of accessories. So when I sit back and think about getting this figure, I'm like, okay, I'm a big Resident Evil fan. Anything Resident Evil, I have to get it. Second of all, she comes with a whole lot of accessories that make her worth $165. So I can sit back and look at my collection and look at her and be like, you know what? She was worth every penny. So I think that's what a lot of us collectors got to do, especially the ones that scratch for cash. But if extra money comes your way, guys, you know, if you ain't got nothing else to do, you know, go back and get the other figures that, you know, you're thinking about getting. But if you're low on cash, guys, and you still want to collect, my opinion and my advice to y'all collectors out there is just stick with the line that y'all enjoy the most. There you have it, guys. Those are my opinions as far as the price. You know, my opinion as far as Hot Toys. And once again, here's my collection, guys. This is the Big Cizzle. Out.